Hey, Jared here. I have my laptop in front because I'm going to quickly Google search the medical definition of binge eating disorder. I know it might seem silly to diagnose an official disorder based on just those questions you answered, but you'll see that the definition of binge eating disorder is pretty straightforward. And I also am making a video to look you in the eye, so to speak, and to say, don't beat the shit out of yourself. And so these questions are just meant to bring some understanding to those situations. So, that being said, let's actually check out Google. I'll share with you my screen and we'll just go through this real quick to see the medical definition. Jared here again. I'm sharing you my screen. If you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll notice this background is the same. This is where I film all the podcast interviews. It's where I do all the interviews for Eating Enlightenment to really help people shift their perspectives on food. So today we're going to be sharing this computer screen, and I've asked Google a very simple and straightforward question. What is the medical definition of binge eating disorder? Because I know it might sound silly. Like, you just answered a few questions. Can you really be diagnosed for binge eating disorder off of these few questions? Let's find out. I've looked through all these. They all say the same thing. Let's just go to the Mayo Clinic. These are the diagnostic criteria. Binge eating disorder is one of the newest eating disorders formally recognized in the DSM-5. The DSM-5 it's the fifth version of the book. The book gets updated once every 20 years or so, 15, 20 years. So if you do the math, that's been around for a while. It's the gold standard on how the medical community defines various problems, disorders, diagnoses. It is so everyone is on the same page. This is the definition of binge eating disorder, and you'll see that these are all the same: uncomfortably full, larger than normal, amounts of food, etc., etc. And the other question was that you answered was that it does not occur exclusively during the course of bulimia or anorexia nervosa. Those are other eating disorders. So I'm going to keep my screen where it is, and we'll just wrap up this video and just talk about briefly the next steps. Down below, you can click to see a little bit of a discussion about your results and what they mean. There's also some guides that I have prepared. There's a report. There is a report within the report. There is some good stuff on the next page. So be sure to check that out. They are meant to, again, just simply put the facts in front of you. Again, as I stated out, I do not want you to walk around feeling ashamed after this, okay? I do not want that inner critic to sneak in there and just be that little devil on your shoulder telling you you're a horrible person, unworthy. I don't want that. That isn't the intention here. The intention here is to simply bring a presence, a light, a clarity to, and give you some language so that you can understand what the hell is happening around food. I remember, I knew I had a problem. I didn't know what the problem was. I feel like getting a name on the problem can be great. Of course, if we identify with the label binge eating disorder, then that's bad, right? Then that's stigmatizing, and we don't want to have a victim mentality. I don't want the victim mentality from you, but I want this to help you bring clarity to your eating habits. And so this video is getting a little bit long. I'm just going to call it right here. Thank you so much for taking the quiz. And there's some ways to continue your journey on the next page. Namaste.